Everyone, I'm Kanika Saxena from kanikasaxena.com. Hope you're all doing well. I'm back again with some food for thought for this week. In this week's video, I'll be talking about the burning issue environmental sustainability. If you like the content shared on this channel, do subscribe to my channel Food for Thought with Kanika Saxena. On this channel, we talk about some topics, issues, and I try to give a different perspective, a different way of thinking, so that you can look at the alternative way and change your thought process. I was recently invited to participate in a panel discussion on environmental sustainability. It was an enriching experience where there were some esteemed authors and environmentalists who participated. So, most of them spoke about the kind of degradation the environment is experiencing and how we humans are responsible for it. In fact, the discussion was held as for launching the book, The Diamond Fort, which talks about the ill effects of diamond mining and how the person who is involved in diamond mining realizes this and wonders whether it's enough to have a glittering diamond on the finger, or whether it's more important to ensure that we have water, fresh air, and a clean green environment. So, we had speakers who spoke about the problem, how the different ways in which the environment is being impacted because of human activities. I was given the topic, how to express gratitude to the environment. Now, my take on this is we can express gratitude. What is gratitude? It is being thankful, being grateful to someone or something for something that's done to us. Now, the environment does so much for us, and my belief is that we can, express our gratitude to the environment by doing something in return, by giving back. And so I have spoken about that, and that's what I'll be talking about in this video. So, as we all know, the environment does so much for us. It provides us land, fresh air, water, everything that we need for our existence. But the planet, the environment is shared by different beings, living things like plants, animals, and other microorganisms. But what we humans have done is we've taken the lion's share. We tend to believe that the environment is ours and we do not care about our co-inhabitants. And this is what is causing the destruction. Now, when the topic of environmental sustainability or saving the planet comes up, most of us tend to believe that it's government organizations and agencies that can do something about it. We tend to believe that at a personal level there's nothing much we can do, and even if we do something, it will hardly make a difference. But I believe that it's only when we take personal responsibility for protecting our planet, we can do something collectively for it. Well, governments and agencies have their roles, they have a certain way of doing things. It is the responsibility of individual citizens who realize the impact of their activities to take corrective action, and it's only when we support our governments and agencies that we can make a significant difference. So now I would like to give a few suggestions that most people can follow and do their bit for the environment. The first is quite a cliched one, that is reduce the use of plastic. Now, you keep hearing reduce the use of plastic, and there are bans imposed by government on using plastics. But we have our ways of circumventing these bans and using plastic. Why do we do it? Because plastics have become an integral part of our lives. We just cannot do without plastic. We need it. So let's accept that we need plastics. Then, how do we reduce the usage of plastics? Well, what we can do is look for high grade plastic that is reusable instead of using single use plastic. Now, what happens is when we use single use plastic, we discard it and we pollute. But if we use the reusable high grade plastic, we can keep on using it over and over again, reduce wastage, reduce the need for manufacturing more plastic. So that is one thing that will make a difference. The second thing that we can do is, think about the pollution caused by the number of vehicles on the road. That these vehicles pollute the environment, the atmosphere, and give out. They give out gases that are harmful, that are dangerous for us. What we can do is use public transport. So here actually the government has a role to play. They need to ensure that we have a good public transportation system so that people switch from individual transport to public transport. Other than that, we can also think of options like carpooling, etc., so that we reduce the number of vehicles on the road and impact the pollution caused by the emissions through these vehicles. Now I come to the third and the most important point. That is checking on mindless consumerism and reducing your wants. Now, we have become a race that are full of wants. We are never satisfied. When we have one thing, we want something else. We want more and more and more. And what this does is that it increases the need for manufacturing. And as more things are manufactured, we are consuming the natural resources to make even one product. So much of water, so much of soil, so much of naturally occurring minerals are used. Now, if each one of us makes a conscious decision to cut down on our wants, it will make a difference. Now, let me give an example. Today, if we have one car, we want, and if we can afford it, we will want a second car. And we are never satisfied with one thing that we have. Just think of the number of clothes in your cupboard. So I've seen women who shop like crazy, and they keep buying clothes even though their cupboards are overflowing with clothes. And not just this, people who can afford a home, so they buy one home. The minute they have sufficient savings, they buy another home and another as their savings keep increasing. Now, what this does is we are using up land, precious land, and depriving other beings, the other animals, plants. We are cutting down trees and acquiring more and more land for our greed, to have more and more properties. And while we are doing this, we are also depriving the poorer sections of the society from having decent homes. Why do we want things? Just think about it. Many times we just believe that acquiring certain things will give us a certain position, a certain status in society. Sometimes we buy things because somebody else has it. We rarely are shopping or we acquiring things is need based. Most of the time it is greed based, and that is what needs to stop. I, for me, what we need to do is minimize resources, and that we can all do on a personal level. For me, the concept of resource minimalization came to my mind when during the lockdown, because that was the time I was stuck indoors with so many garments, so much jewelry, and I didn't know what to do. And that set me thinking. I thought, while facing situations like this, the pandemic or any other difficult situation, it's not my clothing or my jewelry that's going to help me in any way. Then why have so much? There are people who believe that they should not repeat clothes, and they just use it once and that's it. So I took the step that once things improved and people started moving about, I donated most of the clothes that I did not need, and I now follow a practice that every time I buy one piece of clothing, I ensure that I discard one or two. I donate it to NGOs and to other poor people, maybe my maid or cleaning services people in the building. So that way, I mean, what this is something that's easy to follow. Before I buy anything, I really think about it. Do I really need it? Can I do without it? I was very prone to impulse buying. I think many people are. We see something attractive and we decide, oh, it's so beautiful, I need to have it. But if you actually sit down and think about it, is that object going to add value in any way to your life? And you will find many times that it will not. So, this is what I would like to humbly suggest to all my viewers, that whenever make your shopping need based and not greed based. It should not be mindless consumerism. Use your mind, think about it. Any smallest of things that you want to buy, think twice, do I really need it? And then do buy the object, because you have to understand, manufacturing even one object not only uses up natural resources, but it also pollutes the environment. There's carbon emission, there is pollution of water, pollution of air. So we can put an end to all this if we make a conscious decision to do need based shopping instead of greed based, and stop this mindless consumerism. Now, many people might say that if we stop buying things, then it will impact the economy. What we need to understand is there are many people who actually need the things that are, that are excess for us. That are we don't exactly need it, but there are others for whom it is a need, and these things will be available at lower cost to those people when we say no to them. And that way we can definitely make a difference. So don't you want to make a difference? Start today. Follow these steps and do your bit for the environment. You owe it to the environment. And this is how you can express gratitude to the environment. The environment does so much for us. We only take from it and do not give back. It's time we decided to give back. Our late Prime Minister, Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, said, simple living and high thinking. It's about time we simplified our lives for the health of the planet. When we simplify our lives, reduce our wants, and stick to our needs, you will realize you reduce the clutter in your life, and while benefiting the environment, you benefit yourself too. Your life becomes peaceful once you declutter. Hope you liked watching this video. Thank you for watching the video. Do subscribe to my channel, Food for Thought with Kanika Saxena. Follow me in Instagram, like my Facebook page. Do share your comments about this video because your words matter. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, bye bye.